Listen up, you bunch of donuts. Did you know that in some countries, eating with your hands is the norm, while in others, people eat live seafood? You heard me right, live. Get ready to explore the world's most unusual eating habits, and believe me, some of these will make you want to hurl. From slurping noodles louder than a jet engine to downing fermented fish that could knock out a donkey, we're diving headfirst into the weird, the wonderful, and the downright disgusting world of food. Stick around to see which of these habits might surprise you the most. And trust me, some of them will leave you gobsmacked. Alright, you Muppets, let's get one thing straight. In some cultures, using cutlery is like trying to conduct an orchestra with a pair of rubber chickens. Utterly bloody ridiculous. We're talking about places where using your hands to shovel food into your gob is not just acceptable, it's practically an art form.
Take India, for example. They've got this thing called a thali, a giant platter piled high with enough curries, rice and naan bread to feed a small army. And you know what? They attack this feast with their bare hands, mixing, scooping, and generally having a right good time.
And don't even get me started on Ethiopia. They've got this spongy bread called injera, and they use it like a giant edible napkin to scoop up stews and sauces. So the next time you reach for a knife and fork, remember this. Sometimes the best way to connect with food is to ditch the utensils and get your hands dirty. Just make sure you wash them afterwards, yeah? Alright, you lot, let's talk about noodles. Those long, slippery suckers that can be a real pain in the backside to eat gracefully. But here's the thing. In some parts of the world, slurping your noodles isn't just acceptable, it's practically a national pastime.
I'm talking about places like Japan, where the sound of 1,000 people simultaneously sucking down ramen noodles is like music to their ears.
You see, slurping those noodles isn't just about making a racket, it's about aerating the broth, cooling down the noodles, and creating a symphony of flavors in your mouth. So the next time you're faced with a steaming bowl of ramen, don't be afraid to let loose. Slurp those noodles like you mean it. Now I've seen some crazy things in my kitchens, but this next one takes the biscuit. We're talking about eating live animals. Yes, you heard me right, live. I'm not talking about some macho Bear Grylls style survival tactic. This is about cultures that consider wriggling, squirming creatures to be delicacies.
Take South Korea, for example. They have this thing called sanakji, which is basically a live octopus, chopped up and served to you while its tentacles are still squirming.
And then there's the whole world of live seafood. Oysters, clams, shrimp, you name it. Someone's probably eaten it while it was still kicking. Look, I'm not here to judge. If you're brave enough to put a live octopus in your mouth, more power to you. But me, I'll stick to my food cooked. Thank you very much. Chapter 4, the stinkier, the better. Now, I'm all for bold flavors, but some cultures take it to a whole new level. We're talking about fermented and aged foods that could clear a room faster than a fire alarm. These are the culinary equivalents of a punch in the face, pungent, powerful, and not for the faint of heart. Take surströmming, for example. This Swedish delicacy is basically fermented herring that's been aged for months in cans. And when I say aged, I mean it smells like a combination of old socks, rotten eggs, and a sewer system gone wrong. From stinky tofu in China to hakarl, that fermented shark from Iceland, the world is full of foods that are best enjoyed with a clothespin on your nose. But don't let the smell put you off. Apparently it tastes a lot better than it smells. Chapter 5. Feeling the heat. Let's be honest, some of you lot can't handle a sprinkle of black pepper without breaking into a sweat. But in some cultures, spice isn't just a flavor enhancer, it's a badge of honor. We're talking about dishes that are so fiery, they could melt your face off. Take Thailand, for example. Their curries are legendary for their heat, with chilies piled on like there's no tomorrow. And then there's Mexico, where they practically invented spicy food. From their fiery salsas to their mole sauces that are packed with chilies, garlic, and spices, Mexican cuisine is not for the faint of heart. So if you're feeling brave, grab a glass of milk, you'll need it, and get ready to experience the world's spiciest dishes. Alright, you lot, time for a real challenge. I'm talking about eating insects. Yes, those creepy crawlies that make most people squirm are actually considered a delicacy in many parts of the world. Now I know what you're thinking. Gordon, you've lost it. There's no way I'm putting a bug in my mouth. But hear me out. Insects are actually a sustainable and nutritious source of protein. In places like Thailand, Mexico, and parts of Africa, insects are a common street food. You can find them fried, roasted, or even candied. Now, I'm not saying you need to start snacking on spiders, but if you're feeling adventurous, why not give crickets or grasshoppers a try? You might be surprised at how much you like them, or you might just throw up. Either way, it'll be an experience. Listen up, you lot. We're about to delve into a culinary tradition that's not for the squeamish. We're talking about eating blood. Yes, you heard me right, blood.
Now, before you turn green and switch off, understand this. In many cultures, blood is seen as a valuable source of nutrients. It's been a part of traditional diets for centuries, and it's not going anywhere.
Take black pudding, for example. This British classic is made with pig's blood, oats, and spices. It's rich, savory, and surprisingly delicious. Look, I get it. The thought of eating blood might make your stomach churn. But remember, food is more than just sustenance. It's about culture, history, and tradition. Chapter 8. Mind your manners. Listen up, you lot. We're not done yet. Eating isn't just about the food on your plate, it's about the customs and traditions that surround it. In some cultures, finishing every last morsel on your plate is a sign of respect, a way of showing the chef you've enjoyed their cooking. But in other parts of the world, leaving a little bit of food is considered polite, a sign that you're satisfied and haven't been left hungry. And then there's the whole world of sharing food. In some cultures, it's considered rude to refuse food when it's offered to you, even if you're stuffed to the gills. So the next time you're dining in a foreign land, pay attention to the local customs. Food is a powerful thing. It has the ability to bring people together, but it can also lead to some awkward moments if you're not careful. Chapter 9. Drinks to die for. Alright, you lot, let's talk about drinks. Because it's not just the food that can be strange and wonderful around the world, the drinks can be pretty out there too. We're talking about beverages that are cloudy, chunky, and sometimes downright bizarre. From fermented concoctions that could knock your socks off to drinks made with ingredients you wouldn't believe, the world of beverages is full of surprises. Take kumis, for example. This fermented mare's milk is a traditional drink in Central Asia, and it's definitely an acquired taste. Or how about arag, another fermented milk drink, this time from Mongolia, that's said to be quite potent. And if you're feeling brave, head to South America and try chicha de jora, a fermented corn beer that's been made for centuries. Just be warned, it's known for its unique flavor. But next time you're feeling adventurous, why not step outside your comfort zone and try a local drink? You might just discover your new favorite beverage, or you might just spit it out in disgust. Either way, it'll be a story to tell. Chapter 10. When food gets weird. Now, we've covered a lot of ground in this culinary adventure, from eating with your hands to slurping noodles like a pro. But we've saved the weirdest for last, because believe me, there are some food traditions out there that are so strange they'll make you question everything you thought you knew about eating. We're talking about dishes that are downright bizarre, meals that are more like dares than sustenance, and food practices that will leave you scratching your head in disbelief. Take casu marzu, for example. This Sardinian delicacy is basically cheese that's been deliberately infested with live insect larvae. Yes, you heard me right, maggots. Apparently the maggots break down the cheese, making it soft and creamy, but I don't know about you, I think I'll pass. And then there's the whole world of bizarre aphrodisiacs. From rhino horn to tiger penis soup, people will try anything to spice up their love lives. But let me tell you, there's no scientific evidence to support any of these claims. Outro bon appetit, you filthy animals. So there you have it, you lot. A whirlwind tour of the world's strangest eating habits. Food traditions are fascinating. Which of these eating habits surprised you the most? Did any of them make you want to lose your lunch? Comment below if you've ever tried any of these. And if you're feeling really brave, tell me what you thought. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video for more amazing content. And until next time, keep your knives sharp and your stomachs empty. Cheers.